For the last 15 years, I have ranked in the top 3 out of 4,000 insurance agents in my company. To prove that, after medals, year a year, 1 year, another one, another one, another one, another one. Stop counting them. I come from insurance. Yes. And in insurance, there basically is only one religion. You hunt. You just hunt. You cold call. You knock on doors. Relationships selling. You squeeze your warm network until it's not warm anymore. Everyone in my office did so. Everyone in my office does so. My mentors did so. The top performers did so. So did I too. Because when everyone around us does something one way, you assume that just the way it is. Nobody questions this. Honestly, nobody questions this. They just tell you to make the calls, establish relationships, etc. So, but there's something that nobody admits out loud. Chasing is exhausting. Yes, it is. Regardless of how nice you're doing this. And people tell me I'm doing this great. But it is exhausting. And although nobody admits this, it makes you weak in every conversation. Yes, I know nobody admits this, but it's true. When you chase up somebody, they hold the power. And I do this already very cleverly with video calls and video messages. But even I have to admit this, they hold the power. You are interrupting their day, asking permissions to exist. And even if it does work, you can't scale it. It's impossible to scale. It only works as long as you keep dialing, as long as you keep knocking on the doors, or as long as, in my case, as long as I keep creating WhatsApp videos and contacting clients. The day you stop, the leads stop. Let me repeat this again. People forget this. The day you stop doing that, the leads stop. If I don't call, if I don't send WhatsApp videos to my leads, it stops. And I didn't want a career that punishes me at the moment. I take a breath. I just relax for a moment. I wanted the opposite. I wanted them to come to me. I know people think I got crazy. I wanted them to contact me instead of me chasing them up always. This is what I profoundly wanted. I come from the sales background my entire life. Advertising sales, even worse. Even worse. Okay, but it's always the same. You chase the lead out. You chase the person out. It's super tiring, regardless of how good you're doing it. People tell me I do it good, but still, even then, it's super tiring. It's like, keep going on like this for so many hours. Nobody can do so. So regardless of how amazing your product is, regardless how caring you are with your clients, regardless of how good you are, you can't do it forever. It's not a system that you can grow. It's impossible. So I became obsessed with one idea that people around me thought I'm naive. What if, instead of chasing leads, I build something, an asset online that generates leads for me on autopilot? Let me repeat this again. Instead of me chasing up clients, regardless whether it's a video call, a WhatsApp message, knocking doors, whatever you want to call it, what happens if I create an asset online that generates leads for me on autopilot? Yes, a web page, a system that works for me whilst I sleep, something that brings the right people on my door instead of me knocking on their door. Yes. And people telling me around me, come on, come on, you're dreaming. You're dreaming. Come on, you're an insurance sales. No, they haven't said it as such, but it's obvious. Okay? People buy from people telling me. You will never be able to replace the phone. I heard all of this. Honestly, I've seen it all, heard this all. And actually, for years, I thought even they were right. Because it wasn't easy to build an asset. It wasn't. I'm not a coder. Does it make sense? You're not. But what if nowadays building this kind of asset, you don't need the tech team. You don't need the developer. I'm not joking. You don't even need this. You don't even need money, just some time. So that changed everything for me. Honestly, it's a whole huge mental shift. What I want to say with that, when you actually master AI, when you master Claude specifically, I'm passionate about Claude, you become the team. Yes, you will build the page. You will build the lead generation machine like I've created for myself. Okay? The content, the lead magnet, the follow-up system, the entire machine, yourself. And let me be clear here. This is where loads of people get this wrong. AI obviously doesn't take away the selling from you. Obviously not. It doesn't. You still have to know sales. You still have to look after your clients. You still need to help your clients. But, and this is a huge but, it creates the asset for you, the bloody asset, so that people are attracted to you. So in other words, your sales knowledge gets multiplied by a tool that builds while you think, and it generates leads whilst you're sleeping. And this is not the dream case scenario. I've been doing this for years. It works. It's not dreaming. It's just creating a system that works on your behalf instead of you working constantly in the system. Yeah, that's the best way to put this. Instead of inside of that system, you work, you take a step back outside of that system to create a system that works on your behalf. That's what I'm passionate about. Huge mental shift, a huge one. Let me be specific here because I don't want this to sound just like theory. Those bloody matters. By the way, Jesus, they're heavy. Those ones are from being nominated year after year after year for my sales figures. Okay? Top 3 within 4,000 agents. Not once, consistently for 15 years. That I can prove easily. Okay? But now, here's how I really did this. Listen carefully, please. I built a single web page, one lead generational tool, one generational asset. And this has quietly brought me qualified leads, people who show up already being interested in for years. Yes, it's not rocket science, to be honest. Okay? And I'm also not going to pretend that I have hundreds of funnels out there and the marketing department. I don't. I have one page that works. And that's exactly the point I want to make here. You don't need an empire. Like a normal person like myself, you can do it. I mean, if I can do it, you can easily do it. I'm not exaggerating. If I can even do it, you can easily do it. Okay? You just need one asset that does the chasing for you, or that does the lead generation, the attraction marketing for you. And that one strategy kept me on for 15 years going. Okay? And this one should really excite you. It does excite me. It should excite you, regardless of what business you're running. Okay? I had to figure out the hardware before the tools even existed. Today, you have it much, much easier. Jesus. You have AI, you have Claude. You can generate those assets faster, better. You can't even compare when I started and how you can do this now. I had to do it the hard way. You can do it now the easy way. Well, easy. You still need to dedicate time to this, but this is bloody exciting. It changes the way how you can run your business. It changes the way how you make money. It changes the way how you generate leads. I mean, I'm excited about this. Honestly, this is the thing that keeps me going for years. So here is what I want you to see, especially if you're running any local businesses that is based on the premise you have to hunt. This advice of chasing leads up, of phone calls, of relationship selling, that is a trap for you. That is keeping you in your own prison. It's trapping you. Everyone clings to this old playbook because it's broken would mean that you have to learn something new. And that is uncomfortable. I get this. Yes, especially if we're not 20 anymore. But you don't have to chase anymore. You can build, let me repeat this again. You don't have to chase. You can build. And for the first time ever, and that's what do you mean? I can't think of something else. That's the honest truth, but that's what I'm excited about. You can build something nowadays that is actually within your reach that you can do yourself if you're willing to learn something new. If you're willing to learn Claude, for example, do it honestly. And that's exactly what I teach within my community. I show people, non-techies like you, like me, how to use Claude to build assets for your business, to generate leads, to make money. You can do so much with Claude, which you have never even dreamt of, And you don't need to be a coder. You don't need to have technical experience. As I always say, if I can do it, you can easily do it. Try it. See you.